Apparently, the Chicago Bulls have made the call to the Brooklyn Nets for Kevin Durant after KD, of course, requested a trade. So let's talk about this. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports all back at it with another video talking some NBA. Here to talk about the Chicago Bulls. So if you're a Bulls fan, hit the big red subscribe button down below. People, make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. And as always, hit the bell icon so you are in fact notified every time I drop a new video. All right, people, so let's talk about this. Joe Cowley, who to me isn't the most... I would say, sure thing when it comes to reporting, did report that the Bulls were one of the teams that called called the Brooklyn Nets about Kevin Durant after the trade request became official, right? When it was all over the news and everything like that. So I wanted to come on here and talk about this because of a couple of reasons, all right? Number one, not surprising at all, right? Every team in the league minus the Golden State Warriors probably called the Brooklyn Nets for Kevin Durant. All right, it's Kevin freaking Durant. So not surprising to me, and you have to make that phone call. It's just good business to do so. Even if you're not going to land him, you have to make that phone call. That's number one. Number two, okay, when the request broke, and I came on here, made a video with you guys, and I said, look, if I'm the Bulls, I'm going all in to go ahead and get Kevin Durant because that would obviously make you a title contender, and you want to do everything you can to obviously become a title contender. And then I started to think more and more about the possibility of KD coming to Chicago, right? And here's where I'm at, all right? So work with me here. Yes, I would love to have Kevin Durant in Chicago. But at the end of the day, everything has a price, right? We just saw DeJounte Murray, can finally say his name right, people, don't worry. DeJounte Murray went to the Atlanta Hawks for 3 first-round picks. Then we saw Rudy Gobert go to the Timberwolves for essentially 5 first-round picks. It was 4 first-round picks, and then they actually sent the player who was their first-round pick, the Timberwolves did, to the Jazz. So 5. If that's the asking price for Rudy Gobert, how many picks is Kevin Durant going to garner in his trade request? It's going to be literally in the trade. It'll be like 8, maybe 10 first-round picks. Like, it is going to be a steep price, okay? But let's just say, even if we're okay with the price, all right? Even if we're okay with the price, fine. We'll give you P. Will. We'll give you Io. We'll give you Dalen Terry, the rookie we just drafted this year. We'll give you Kobe White. We'll give you Vooch. And by the way, this trade is possible because these salaries match. I've done this math already. I've shown you guys this. Even if we were to do all that and give you 6 first-round picks, I'm just saying, and we get KD. Here's the issue that I have. I don't know if I trust Kevin Durant anymore. Okay? I don't know if I trust Kevin Durant anymore. What do I mean by that? I mean, and some of you guys have told me about this, so maybe you guys convince me, but Kevin Durant has never shown he's fully bought into a team, and he always wants to kind of run from the challenge, right? He ran from OKC. He ran from the Warriors. Now he's trying to run from the Nets. Who's to say he wouldn't run from the Bulls? Now, again, you know, if KD comes here, you want a chip, you're happy about that. But there's something to be said about winning a title the organic way. And I'm not saying I don't want Kevin Durant. Please don't get that misconstrued. But here's the bigger point. There is something to be said about winning a title the organic way by building and drafting your players. Yes, you can absolutely make free signings and trades and whatnot. But when we're talking about winning a title like the Warriors have done, right? We're talking about drafting Steph, Clay, Draymond. Obviously, they did win with KD, but you get my point here. And even a Milwaukee Bucks team, right? With Giannis. And then you can even take a look at the Boston Celtics. They lost in the finals, but they got there based off of their drafting and their talent. Like, the organicness of it, it just feels right, right? It just feels right. Now, again, at the end of the day, it's a business, and you want to go ahead and you want to win titles. Got it. But if Kevin Durant comes here, and in a year, we don't win a championship, and he wants a trade, now what? You literally have just mortgaged your entire future, and KD wants out. So my thing is, I don't know if I can trust Kevin Durant anymore. I think he's making a mistake asking for a trade. He's already on a title contender, again, on paper, right? But they are, and he wants to leave. And he still wants to play with Kyrie. It's not even like he's trying to get away from Kyrie. He still wants to play with Kyrie. So to me, I'm just having second thoughts about this. And I'm just saying to you guys that I don't know if selling the farm for a guy like KD, I'm talking about the personality, what he's shown you, a guy like that, is it really worth it? Right? Can you build a team the right way and not have to do all this? I believe the era of super teams is over, folks. We've seen more often than not super teams flame out. I think that era came and then it went. And now I think you just need 2 stars and a bunch of good role players to win a title. And I'm not saying the Bulls are there yet, but who's to say if Zach LaVine makes that superstar leap that we can't get there, right? Who's to say we're not a couple moves away from winning a championship? So to me, all I'm saying is, look, if it's a Giannis, if it's a Luka, if it's guys like that I trust, I'd feel better about making this trade. But Kevin Durant has become anything but reliable, right? And he's a guy who seems to be running away from the challenge, and he's a guy who, to me, is just not a leader. He needs to come to a team that has a leader. And it's just not sitting well with me. Again, what did I say? Everybody in the world, besides the Warriors, should want Kevin freaking Durant. But at the end of the day, everything has a price. What is the price for KD? And then if you pay that price, and he still wants out, and he's still unhappy, then what? The Brooklyn Nets are a title contender on paper. KD's not happy. Will he be happy in Chicago? You can't guarantee me that. You just can't. So, if the Bulls don't, and they probably won't, get Kevin Durant, I'm okay with that. Let some other organization go ahead and obviously mortgage their entire future for it, because of the fact that KD's showing you that he's not reliable. You should still try if the price is right. I'm telling you guys, if the Nets were willing to accept an offer of Patrick Williams, Kobe White, Io, Vooch, and let's say 2 or 3 first-round picks, okay, maybe I'd consider it. But you want more than that, and getting into tough territory here. That's all I'm saying here, people. That's all I'm saying. So let me know. Am I crazy? Tell me. I'm having second thoughts about KD. And it's KD the guy, not KD the basketball player. Leave a comment down below. If you're very as always. Thanks for watching.